Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Greg here. Hopefully you guys are doing well. As you see in front of me, I have two products from VModa. Now, let's get into these right after this. All right, guys, so as you see, I have the VModa M-200 ANC, which is their active noise canceling headphones, as well as their Boom Pro microphone. Now, as you know, I am a podcaster. I also clearly do YouTube, but I do game occasionally. I'm trying to get a little bit better at that. I have friends and family who are like, Greg, you should game. And I'm like, I'm a dad. I don't have the time to do it. But now that I have some good headphones, which we're going to get into now, let's just start with the M-200 ANCs. So these are $499.99. If you look on the side, it says that they have an app. It comes for the Apple as well as for Android. Included, it says it has an EVA carry case, an audio only cable, a USB-C to USB-A cable, as well as a flight adapter, which is great if you do decide that you're going to fly somewhere. I personally haven't flown in 2 years, but that's a story for another day. On the back, it says that you have studio quality sound crafted for wireless listening, adjustable world-class hybrid active noise cancellation. That's a lot of words. That's a lot of words, but let's move on. It says it has a sound signature customizable with the VModa mobile app. They have the Bluetooth 5.0 and premium audio codecs, as well as easy access to voice assistant, 20 hours of battery life or playback with active noise cancellation activated, as well as foldable and lightweight for outstanding portability. Get my handy dandy knife here, and I'm cutting towards myself, which I shouldn't be doing, but you know, please forgive me. We can just take this out of the box. I know you guys are seeing the top. As you see, it's pretty simple. I have their VModa logo. I've had VModa headphones before and I love them. I like the way that they look. I like the way that they feel like on my head, and I definitely love the way that they sound. These should be absolutely no different. The difference now is, instead of me writing a review about it, I'm going to have an extensive period of using these instead of my AirPod Maxes. But let's just open this up really quick. Oh, I like that sound. I like that sound so much. It says quick start right here. It says to download the VModa app, turn your headphones on and connect the app. VModa headphone editor. Let me zoom in so you guys can see that for yourself. Unfortunately, it's 2 stars on the App Store. Let's just go ahead and download this app. As you can see, when you open it up, it says that VModa would like to open up your Bluetooth, which it can do. It's asking for new connections. We can go to settings. And then when you go there, it has all my devices and things. But we'll get into that in a second. Let's just go and quickly unbox this while this sits on the side. And let's just lock that also, because I know my phone. Obviously, you have the case itself. Notice I said case. As somebody who has the AirPod Maxes, I can tell you I absolutely hate carrying those damn things around, because if they're not on your head, they're flat on your desk in order to save battery life. These have a carrying case, which has a nice little loop right here, which I enjoy. This right here would be nice. You could probably have like a key ring or something. It's not that big, but it's serviceable. They have a nice little like YKK zipper right here. Zips up the way it's supposed to. But let's just, before we get to see what else is in this pouch, we have all the paperwork, all that stuff that nobody cares about. We can put that to the side. USB to USB-C. There you go. You got that. Great. What else do you have in here? All the things that were on the box. You have, like I said, carabiner for your flight. You got that. And then you have this, which is the headphone adapter. So you can, plug it into a MacBook, because MacBooks have 3.5, millimeter headphone jacks. My phone can't use this, but I'm sure you can use the Apple adapter if you want it to go wired into your headphones. I personally don't do that, but that's a story for another day. Just put that there, make it look real nice and pretty for you guys. Oh, that's a little bit rough there. Okay. Definitely not a one-handed job, so, you know, take that for what you will. Oh boy. All right, so these are the headphones. These are the VModa headphones, the M-200 ANCs. It says voice in, touch here. That's the first thing that you see. Voice in, touch here. I love how foldable, look at that, like minimal branding right here. It says VModa. It feels like headphones that you want to have in your everyday carry. Or if you just want to wear these to work or something like that. I really hope that the ear cups are removable and replaceable, because I can tell you now, this leather, I wear my headphones everywhere, on the train, on a plane, in the rain, all of that. So I'm hoping that these are replaceable. We'll get into that a little bit later. What I immediately see, I see a power button right there, as well as a USB-C port. Shout out to VModa for having the USB-C, because, you know, we like that. So let's just do it one at a time. Oh, is that supposed to do that? I don't think that is. I don't think that's supposed to do that, VModa. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think that's supposed to do that. I don't think that's supposed to do that at all. No, sir. I'm not sure. Okay, there we go. Be mindful of that. As you can see, it does fold in. It does fold, but the issue is when it folds, and let me just move this again. When it folds, you have to remember to fold out and down. So out and down, and it will come out. Out and down, and then they come out. This is really nice. I like the fact that they have the little cable here that matches, which I think is pretty nice. So yeah, you have a little volume knob right there, which is pretty nice. Just take this off because we're not gonna need that ever. But it says voice in, touch here. Now, clearly you guys won't know this because I haven't set everything up yet, but it says voice in, touch here. So I'm assuming that is to connect everything. Now, unfortunately, with this app, it hasn't shown me anything. So we're gonna go to settings, we're gonna go to Bluetooth. You see all of my Bluetooth devices there. So what I'm gonna do is just power these on. When I power these on, let me do this off camera so I can actually hear it. If it does make a sound, no sound, I don't hear anything. It doesn't even seem to be powered on, unfortunately, which is a bit of a bummer. There are 3 buttons right here. So there's a minus, there's a plus for volume, and I'm assuming right here is actually where you power things on, because I'm an idiot. So if we power this on, it should pop up in my Bluetooth settings. Let's see if it does. I do not see it yet. Still do not see it. Just put that down. I don't even see any LED lights to show that this is actually powering on. Maybe it needs to charge. That's weird to have a pair of headphones that don't come pre-charged. It does have indicators from left and right, which I do appreciate. I'm just confused as to why it's not powering on. That's a bit rough. Hey, what's going on, guys? Just wanted to come back and give my final thoughts about the VModa M-200 ACs. Now, immediately, I've had these for roughly about 2.5, 3 months now, and I love them. I like putting headphones through like an actual test, day-to-day, going to work, going to the office, obviously staying at home like I am this week, obviously around my baby, because, you know, sometimes she likes to play and I don't like to. I just listen to my podcast and just have her in that, right? So I've used these for roughly 90 days, and I have to say that I really, really love them. VModa is so good with their brand. Everything from the build quality to like as simple as the call quality, you know, taking a phone call on these things have been fantastic. There's a couple caveats that I have that I'm like, you know what, I'm not too sure, like, you know, how they can improve this, but you know what, VModa surprised me before, so I would probably think that they would do the same thing again. So first and foremost, the actual fit. When I put these on, like you saw before, like there is a really snug fit. Like I probably raised my voice a little bit more in this video because I can't hear myself. And that's with them powered off. Imagine with active noise canceling. So the active noise cancellation will isolate not just the people near you, you'll forget that your places. I've been on trains coming, you know, to and from work,
put these things on and almost forgot my stop. It was really that deep. These things are insane. The M-200 ANCs, the active noise cancellation though, the one thing I will say that's a little bit of a con for me is there's a slight difference in like active noise cancellation and like just not being able to hear other things. Like you heard a couple of seconds ago, I could not hear myself. That could be very dangerous, but luckily you can turn that off, not just from the headphones themselves, but you can do it as well in the companion app. The companion app for VModa allows you to actually use built-in custom controls to do everything from, you know, having, you know, bass boost to having just volume control in the app. That is premier to me. Like if I could tell you how many times I've used that compared to other headphones who say, hey, well, we have an app that's built into the app store and all you have to do is download it. You can customize your listening experience and things like that. It doesn't work as good as VModa. VModa is so determined to actually make sure that the way that you want to listen to your music, your audio, your podcast, even watching films, you can do that from within that app. And it's free. You don't have to have any in-app purchases or anything like that. And it's instantaneous. So whenever you make that actual control change in the app itself, it does it on the headphones as well. And you notice a difference. So what I did was I went from just having the stock settings to bass boost, which is what I like to listen to with my music. And the sound, man, let me tell you, like, my coworker was like, Greg, like, what are you listening to? And I was listening to, I think it was like Joyner Lucas or something. And he was like, I was calling you. I called you like 2 or 3 times. And I was like, oh, like, yeah, you're gonna have a couple what moments if somebody's like, my wife hates it. Whenever she sees these, she absolutely hates it. She's like, oh my God, he has those things on he can't hear. I could be in the kitchen cooking. Greg. And I'm like, now, to be fair, you know, you always take your headphones off for your wife. So basically, like the EQ tool, like I told you before, it'll give you like bass boost. It can give you like rock, pop, according to like genre, which is a really big deal. If you don't know exactly where you want to have your EQ set, you can definitely do that according to the music that you're listening to. Next, let's touch on this case. So this is probably one of the best cases to travel with, even in an everyday carry. It's simple, it's sleek. Obviously, it comes with all the things that you need built in, from a headphone adapter to an extra cable that's 3.5 millimeter. That way you can actually do it wired if you wanted to like a MacBook or whatever device in 2022 still allows a headphone jack. Because I mean, how many of those are there still to this day, right? Go figure. What you can do with these headphones though is you can actually fold them in. So as you can see, it folds here. I'm just going to do the same thing here. If I can get that right. Okay, perfect. So you have it folded completely this way, which is really nice. And then when you put it into the case, all you have to do is put it flush and it closes. Then you zip it up. The rest is history. You're easy, you know, going as far as I'm concerned. This is probably the most like slim case that I've used for any headphone. And I've used like the Jabras, I've used, unfortunately, Apple's AirPod Pros, and you saw the case that came with that, and I can just tell you those are ridiculous. These are premier. Like, I love this case. The one thing I would say that I wish came with this case though was the ability to actually charge it while it's in the case. Now, I don't know any other headphone brands that actually allow that, but this like YKK zipper pad that goes along the side of this case will not allow you to just, you know, close the case a little bit and then just leave like a USB-C cable plugged in directly. The reason why I won't do that is because of the fact that the headphones themselves are folded. So when they're folded in the case, the USB-C cable right there is actually plugged at the top. So when it's in the case, you won't be able to charge, unfortunately. So that's a little bit of a con for me, but honestly, just charge on the side, and then when it's completely charged up, put it in the headphone thing, you're good to go. Battery life. They say, when I say they, I mean VModa, they roughly tell you that you're going to get 20 hours of battery life, and they're not lying. You're going to get at least 2 days out of this. When I say 2 days, 2 full work days. So what I would do is I would go and charge them overnight, and on Monday when I go to the office, I would usually just put them on at 7 a.m., you know, getting the baby ready. I have them on my ear, like one ear here, other, you know, just open in case the baby starts crying or something like that. getting her changed, getting her ready for the day. Then I head on my day, you know, getting on the metro to go to work. When I get to work, battery life is probably around like 90% or something like that. Start working from 9 to 5. 9 to 5, I'm listening to music on and off. I don't do the taking them off and stuff. I just pause wherever I'm pausing and let the battery drain, and it's completely fine. It's lasted me 2.5 days. So if I charge it on Monday, the next time I probably would charge is probably Wednesday when I get home, because the battery life lasts that long. I'd say it died around like 18 hours, to be completely honest with you, but it was enough for me to get to and from work for 2 days. And day 3, I knew for a fact I needed to charge it while I was at the office. So I charged it for an hour, hour and a half, and guess what? Fully charged. One more thing, I know that sounds like Apple, but one more thing, for real. When you put these headphones on, even though here it indicates right and left, so note that, left and right. When you put these headphones on, they have the ability to, if they're too loud, all you have to do is hold over the left ear cup with your hand. It has like an auto voice thing. I don't know, like what is it called? I think it's called the voice in feature, right? So when you have active noise cancellation on, what you do is you simply have to go like this, hold it up, and then like, I'll show you. When you go like this and you hold it, you can automatically hear the volume going down and the active noise cancellation making itself into like a passive mode. That way you can hear your surroundings. Obviously it doesn't work because the power's off right now, but it will definitely do that if you hold it for a second. That is something that you really need to know, especially when it comes to these. If you're out and about and stuff like that, and you know, you have a wife that just wants your attention at that moment, just know all you have to do is just hold the left ear cup, not the right, just the left for a second, and that smart feature will come on. Also, you have to actually turn that on in the app, the VModa app. Turn that feature on. That should be the first thing you do. You can also, you know, customize the ear, the ear tips as well. These come off if you want them to, which I don't mind. Mine are completely fine. Like I could use like the Hey Greggy logo. I can do like my podcast or something like that and put this on here if I wanted to. If you want to, they have that option where you can customize them on their website, which is v/moda.com. I would get yourself a pair. Clearly I have mine and I use these more often than not. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Obviously share the video, but if you have any comments, if you have any things you would like me to test about the VModa M-200 ANCs, please let me know down below. Until the next video, guys, we'll see you. Peace.